Officials in Ukraine say Russia launched an intercontinental ballistic missile for the first time in the conflict. The move comes after Moscow said it shot down two British-made Storm Shadow missiles. The latest ratcheting up of tensions comes after major policy shifts from Washington. For more on this story, here's Gulliver Craig reporting.
Initially, the reports were saying that it was this Rubezh-type missile. Since then, I've seen some Ukrainian analysts suggesting it might actually have been a different kind of missile, but it was, according to the Ukrainians, an intercontinental ballistic missile, the kind of missile that can carry a nuclear warhead. It wasn't carrying a nuclear warhead. In fact, the Ukrainians are wondering whether it was carrying any kind of warhead at all, because it was fired at the same time, a salvo of missiles that hit the Ukrainian city of Dnipro in the early hours of this morning, targeting an industrial complex. But at the moment, the Ukrainians seem to be saying that what damage was done was not done by this intercontinental missile, but whether by a Kinjal hypersonic missile or other ballistic missiles that they used in the same salvo. There are two people reported to have been injured in Dnipro and some damage to the property, but the Ukrainians are pretty tight-lipped, of course, whenever there's hits on industrial sites. Another thing that I think is worth stressing is that while the Russians have said about these Storm Shadow missiles that apparently were fired yesterday by Ukraine onto Russia's Kursk region, the Russians have said they shot down two of them. It sounds very much from the video that I've seen from the town where, or near where they hit, that 12 missiles were fired. And I think it does seem like the majority of those Storm Shadows were not intercepted by the Russians.